Hey guys, welcome back. This is Professor Hank, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why I wear a t-shirt and Giants hat. Even around campus, I do wear jeans, t-shirt everywhere, and some reasons for that. I'm not the most professional person in the world. Swear a lot and dress extremely casual, and even when I'm in lecturing and stuff. Khakis, don't wear khakis, don't wear a freaking tie or any of that kind of crap. Some professors do, a lot of professors do. I'm not disparaging them or anything like that. It's their choice. They want to be all professional and stuff. Cool, fine, knock yourself out. Probably a lot of professors, a lot of instructors, whatnot, they're working from, they're coming and teaching a class at night, or whatever, coming from the corporate boardroom or from their job site or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's like that's fine, whatever. But I was a student. I had instructors like that. I also had instructors. My department head that I worked for that hired me on at in my university where I work full time. He used to lecture in shorts and sandals and t-shirt, tank top or whatever. I always thought that was cool, but then he's like one of the coolest instructors I've ever had, and I steal a lot of what I do from him. But in particular, one, I have no style. I teach computer science. I'm a total nerd. I don't know anything about dressing nice, but one thing that really stuck out to me or stuck in my head is I was watching this interview or this lecture one time with Noam Chomsky. Big fan of Chomsky. One of the few true left voices in America, which has been silenced, but that's for another ramble. But anyway, I was watching a lecture from him, and he was talking about the culture at MIT, and so I was like, oh, culture at MIT, that should be interesting. And same thing, same kind of deal. Well, as my boss or my ex-boss. They just talked about how at MIT, the instructors walk around sandals and t-shirts, and total casual environment. And they were asking, well, why is that? And it stuck with me. It's like, look, this isn't, the culture they have at MIT is such that it's a collaborative environment, right? Education should be a collaborative experience. It's not the sage on the stage kind of a situation. Professors, I mean, what's the difference between me and my students? I'm older, I'm uglier, I'm blinder, I'm balder, and I've got some experience. I've done this for a while. I know more than them about some things, a very narrow range of things. Right? I've got my degrees, I've got work experience. That's it. Am I a better human being than my students? Hell no. I'm not just because I teach a class doesn't make me any better than anybody else. I don't know anything about everything. I know that there's 4 bytes in an integer. And so this is kind of what Chomsky, I think, was saying, was that, look, this is something this is team. We're a team here. We're working together. This is a collaboration. So to set professors up on some kind of pedestal, where, I have to be all formal dress, and it sets, his argument was that it sets this kind of artificial barrier between instructors and students. And they've done studies on this, actually. People who are wearing a suit and tie are automatically afforded some kind of respect just because of their fashion choices, right? People perceive them as being more powerful or more knowledgeable or somehow superior in some ways. They're not. The biggest douchebags in our country are people who wear suits and ties. Look at politicians, people who work on Wall Street, and CEOs. It's garbage human beings, Just because you dress nice doesn't mean you know anything, or that you automatically are deserving of respect. No. It's this artificial barrier, the societal construct that we've been conditioned to accept. And I think that was kind of what his argument was, is like, we don't have those kind of artificial barriers at MIT. Students, faculty, they're more on the same level, right? Because a lot of the students at MIT become faculty at MIT. Look at Lawrence Krauss, for example. And so I took that to heart. I don't like wearing a tie anyway. When I was working in the professional world, hated it. It's all just so much pretense. And so it's one way that you can be more approachable and you're just a regular person. Respect your professors because how they dress, just because they're a professor. Respect is earned. It should never be just given. It is earned. It is earned. It is earned. It is earned. I agree with George Carlin on that. It's earned. It's not given. Hopefully, I do a little bit through my actions and through my teaching style to earn respect. But that's kind of why I'm informal about it. And like I said, I'm not disparaging any colleagues who do that because some of them are old school. Most of them are old school, right? Professors are older people, and I get it. I get why they're doing it. It's what they grew up with. It's what they're used to. But I respect that a lot of Chomsky, and I totally buy into that philosophy, where it's a collaborative effort, and you don't put any. You try to tear down as many artificial barriers as you can between faculty and students, wherever possible. And that's just one small way of doing it. That's just not who I am anyway. I'm more comfortable this way. So why shouldn't I? If my bosses were ever to say we're gonna have a dress code, well, of course I'm gonna. But nah, your professors are no better than you are. They just know more. They've just been doing this longer. I was a student and I'm a professor. Isn't that crazy how that works? So anyway, it's just something to think about, and just something I felt like I'd share. Anyway, what the hell do I know? Nothing. Anyway, I'll catch you next time.